is for Africa to
I
develop.
want
But
these
then,
countries not going to. These Bazungu, they are not playing with you. It's not gonna go down. These ones, they rather kick everybody out. I'm telling you. These ones, you don't know these guys. These ones, it's not gonna go down.
Now, drug load, my bro.
Everybody
Drug load, nah? Now,
no,
you
please,
are Nigerian, nah?
call him
Sorry.
powder lord.
Powder lord. Sorry.
Change that name.
Sorry. Let me rather say Mr. Nigerian, my bro. Imagine this thing. People are talking about this African unity. It cannot happen if each country don't fight its own government. Imagine now, Nigerians, nah, fight for their country.
Nobody wants to die.
And yes, but it is
the problem about Nigerians, that is why you see us running away in
yes,
mass.
bro. And 14-year-olds are being hung now. 14-year-olds.
That's the problem. We are not ready to. You see, nobody's ready to die there. So what you parents fought for in South Africa, our parents did not do that. That is why we are where we are today. That's why you see we are running everywhere. I'm telling you. So now for you to go and start against it, Tinubu's gonna shoot everybody there. It's gonna
my thing is this, my bro. My thing is this straight. My thing is this straight.
You're gonna have to plan strategic.
Yes, I can speak offline with you. Strategic.
You don't know this.
Powder Lord, do you know that we actually fought an apartheid system, like our ancestors? Even some of them are still alive. Do you know that they fought the apartheid system with stones and petrol explosives?
You see, people need to lay their life down for Nigeria to be a good country. People need to pay the price.
Exactly.
And stop this thing. And stop this thing because South Africa has stopped it. This thing of a tribalism.
Yes, Zulu.
I love you, Zulu.
Hi, it's a good thing we have my good friend 99. I just want Nigerians to give us the date whereby they fought for South Africans during apartheid. The best.
I'm not in that narrative. I'm not that kind of human being who's going to come and start telling you.
No.
I don't say that. I'm not that kind of human.
I understand you're not, but we're having a discourse, whereby we need to disprove some of the myths that are perpetuated, because the bottom line is, when you look at the topic and you look at what is
people are always going to come up with a defense thing.
Yeah, but we need to
people are always going to come up to defend themselves.
Yeah, we need to be realistic.
We don't have anywhere to go to.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
But why would they make
Zulu? People are going to be saying African Union because they've got nowhere to go. Do you understand? That's why they're going to be saying African because they've got nowhere to go. If you kick them out now, where are they going to go? They've got no. That's why they're preaching African Union.
But Powder, look what's happening. Look what's happening. As you're busy telling me that in the UK it's getting harder for them Zungus to accept foreigners, and I believe even in South Africa we're gonna reach the same point where it's going to become harder for anybody.
But can I please ask the Lord, Powder, where did they come from for them to have nowhere to go?
Because you need to understand, because we are running away from our problems. Like Bantu does say, if we don't face this oppressor of ours, we have everything back home in Nigeria, but we still have nothing. You see, the majority of the people that are sitting on that wealth, they are tiny bits, but they cannot alive everybody. They don't care. Zulu, Bantu, if we are not ready to stand against these people, people need to lay their life down for their country. Otherwise, we are joking.
Exactly, that's exactly what our ancestors did. I mean, at the end of the day, in every war, there are casualties,
So basically, with the soft targets for them, they can come and target us at any time.
And what actually got me mad the most is that then you go to somewhere, God bless you there, then you start to call the host, you start to disrespect them, you start to say something bad about them.
I'm sure you are aware. Hold on. I'm sure you're aware they did the same thing in Ghana. They did the same thing in Ethiopia.
In Mauritius.
They did the same thing in Cameroon. Everywhere Nigerians go, they disrespect the country. They traffic women. They make baby factories. It's like wherever they go, Nigerians, they have a criminal intent.
Unfortunately, you are right. Anyway, unfortunately, there are like you are right, but at the same time, the bad ones among us outweigh the good ones. I agree with you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I live in London, but see what is going on here every day. No,
Yeah,
the bad
you know
ones
what?
outweigh the good ones.
You know what? We
I'm not
have
gonna lie
to
to
be honest that South Africans are the only country that are putting on fierce resistance. These people have managed to destroy every African country they've gone to.
you guys don't find a way. If you don't find a way to correct that place, you won't have South Africa anytime soon. We don't fight against these people because that's the only country you guys have. I keep on saying this. Even if it's my sister, find a way to kick them out if they are not doing something right.
Can I ask you something? Can I ask you something? Can I ask you something? If you were born in Europe, where you are, why would you relocate to Nigeria?
I would never relocate to Nigeria. Maybe then when Nigeria is okay away, but I would never.
Okay.
Never.
Let's say if you're born in South Africa, why would you travel to Nigeria?
I don't see any reason to leave South Africa. South Africa has everything already. What are you talking about? What is the reason for me to leave? I'm a South African citizen. What is the reason for me to leave South Africa?
But you understand the insults when they say, "Oh, South Africans is because they don't travel." South Africa. If you come to South Africa, even the poorest in South Africa enjoys. Listen, even the poorest.
Mzulu, listen, Lalela, Mzulu, Lalela. What is the point of me to escape, to run away from South Africa if I have everything here already? What is the point? What am I going to do outside? What is the point of me? What is this pointless? What am I doing there? If I go there, go on holiday, I come back here. The mother of my daughter was here about 4 weeks ago. She only spent a week and she went back to South Africa. She doesn't have any reason to stay here. She came here 4 weeks ago. She didn't even tell me. She just tell me, you know what? When I'm in Israel. I said, oh, really? She just called me that Ministro. No, my daughter was telling my mom is back home. What do you want me? She won't stay here. She doesn't have anything to do here. She only come on a holiday.
Yeah, let me tell you one thing about black South Africans, or even white South Africans. We don't like being second-class citizens, eh?
We don't, Zulu. We always first class, straight.
You know, we are not used to being second-class citizens.
Zulu, you need to follow your pride here. You'll be humble here in this part of the world. Yeah. No, you take a lot of shit here, I'm telling you.
That is why even if we go that side to work, I remember my stepmom worked in London for years, then she went into Saudi. And my aunt as well. My aunt was a theatre tech nursing professional, and then she also went to Australia.
Because you need to understand, if I can make 30,000,
let me tell you all her money she was spending. Let me tell you all her money she was spending into paying off her house in South Africa.
Can imagine.
She never saw herself as a Londoner or even to take her kids to go and study there, because she was like, they have a much better life in South Africa than they would in Europe.
Mfoloe, I'm going to shock you. There's another slave trade going on in this part of the world. I'm a UK, all this Europe is another slave trade. We are being enslaved. I'm telling you. It's just that we have a right. We are right. I'm telling you, it's another slave trade. People don't know. People don't see all this. It's another slave trade. Because the job we are doing here, you hardly find the locals that do those jobs. They don't want it. Most of these jobs are leftover jobs that no one wants to take them.
Hold a lot. Let me ask you something, hold a lot. Let's say you are South African born. And
in South Africa,
you went to UK to work. Where would you invest your money?
I'm bringing my money back to South Africa straight away. I've got properties in South Africa. I'm bringing my money back to
where would you have your children studying?
Definitely, I'm actually thinking because of future, because the way South Africa is actually going on as well. It's not the way it used to be anyway. So I'd rather have my daughter study in this part of the world because it's easier for her to explore, like to get there faster rather than South Africa. Because I've lived in both countries, I know how it is. So I'd rather choose. Which healthcare system would you choose? Compared to Europe? Probably, to be honest, I've never had to go to hospital in South Africa, But compared to all other countries in Africa, definitely I choose South Africa, 100%.
You know, I was reading an article, a Zimbabwean
100%.
article, that is actually warning that apparently if you go to a doctor in Zimbabwe, chances are you might be going to a quack, you might be going to a fake doctor. Apparently, the faking of qualifications in Zim, it is so widespread.
They found it
Unfortunately,
on
all over Africa. I've never been to. I've been to Egypt anyway, maybe just on the transit. But for all over Africa, to be honest, you can't compare South Africa to some other African. You can't, to be honest. I've been to most places in Africa. I've been to Botswana. I've been to you can't compare South Africa. I won't lie to you. I will be lying to myself. You can't compare South Africa. You can't. You can never. Because Muzungu, they build those countries. They don't just build that country.
You know what? I wanna show you. I wanna tell you something. I remember. Hold on. I remember my first time.
Africa is much more better than some country in Europe. Do you know? Did anybody tell you that? Do you know?
I know. I've been to Europe. Okay. I've been to UK visiting my stepmom. But let me tell you something. I remember my first time in 2006 going to Maputo. That was before they had a bridge. They were using the ferry from the other side to the side of Maputo, and I had gone through. The border between South Africa and Manguzi. You know, when we got there, I remember the hotel was 5-star, but I remember telling people that, nah, man, it's like I'm going to Isipingo in South Africa. You know, for me, as much as they said the hotel was 5-star, I wouldn't even give it 3 stars in South Africa. And when you go to a club, you see like the ashawo business in full swing. You know, I remember one of the
2 hours. I'll be the last person to pass through the chair. So it's been there all along. I remember 3 years ago I applied for Botswana visa. You know what they said to me, Bantu Dog? When I don't come here, we don't want to see you. I said, what did I do? Said, we don't want you here, Baba. Don't waste your money. You do this application again, I'm gonna refuse you. And I make a call. Say no, Baba, we don't need you. Don't come here on the holiday. Do you think I blame them? I don't blame them, Bantu Dog. And what I did, I took my British passport and I flew down there. They told me, Baba, we don't want you here. Don't come here. I said, I'm only coming on holiday. That woman said to me, when you don't waste your money, you do this application again, I'm going to refuse you. That's what she said. So do you think I'm going to be crying because I know what our brother might have done there already? I'm not blaming them. I'm not blaming them at all.
Hold on, man. Can I ask you something?
I took my other passport, then I flew down there. And I spent 5 days and I left. That's what I did. Because with British passport, they can't stop me from coming in. They can't. So they just passed me in. They just give me, I think, 3 months. I only spent a week there and I left. And I came back here. That's what I did. So I can't blame.
Hold on. Can I ask you something?
Right.
Can I ask you something, Powder? How would you feel if your sister got married to somebody with no verifiable address, you don't know where they're from, or had a kid with somebody you don't even know where they're from? This person doesn't have a job. He's telling you that he's hustling. How would you feel?
Zulu, you need to understand. People will do anything to want to stay in South Africa. Coming from Nigeria, coming from Ghana, they will do what it takes to stay in South Africa. South Africa is like you. There's no difference. They will do what it takes to stay in that country. I'm telling you now. So they will find women to pay skorokoro money to get married to. They will find men to get married to, so as to get citizenship. Because you can't blame them. That society is not like where they are coming from. There is way much more higher than where they are. That is why they left where they are in the first place anyway. So all these things, you shouldn't be surprised. Doing all these things like paying people to get married and everything, like, because where they are coming from, they are less privileged there. That is why they will do everything to want to stay in South Africa, to be honest. Unlike the kind of a human being I am, I don't feel safe living in South Africa years ago. I had to pack my bag and I left. To be honest, I don't feel safe. I feel like, you know what, this environment, because I live in Durban, this environment is not for me. Where I was raised, when I don't feel love, I can't live in that kind of a society. I had to go. That's what I did. I had to go back home and come back to Europe. That's what I did. Because when I'm not welcome, when I know, and I can't blame people for treating me like that because of what our brothers has done. I can't blame them. If they are like that to me, I can't blame them, to be honest. I can't. I can never blame South Africa. I can never in my life. I would never in my life.
I wanted to actually ask you that, have you, like the Zeno word that they keep throwing at us, have you
It has happened to me, but do you think I blame them? I can't blame them. No. Bantu doll, I can't blame South Africans. I can't. No. I can't.
Lord,
Not all South Africans are bad people.
Sorry, Lord. I think we need to make it clear to people that what they are doing to South Africa is what they've done to other African countries. It's nothing new. They have a trail of bullying Africans in their own countries. In the other countries, it's just that there wasn't enough money to be made from black people.
Like I said,
But
Zulu, I cannot blame South Africans for saying, you know what, we don't want, I can't blame them. Because if where I'm coming from is
to get young women to be pregnant for them.
So you guys, you have every right to say, you know what, put a stop there, don't come here, it's your country. So I don't know. I can't then say because you are like that, it's your country. I shouldn't be there in the first place. If I'm not wanted, I need to pack my bag and go. Imagine someone said he studied in South Africa, he did masters and everything. You said you are not wanted. You managed to do all your masters and you finish. You say you are still not wanted. So why are you there? If I'm not wanted, what am I doing there in the first place? What is the point? Living where I'm not wanted. Doesn't make any sense to me. Just pack your bag and
another thing is, Lord, is this. Another thing that has to be considered is this. These people have been in our country since '94, and we saw a major influx in '97.
You take